Tika weed killed in alleged confrontation with police. A St. James man who was listed as wanted by the police was killed during an alleged confrontation with cops in Bogue Hill, St. James on Tuesday. He is 34-year-old Kenway Roach, otherwise called Tika Weed, a laborer of Bogue Hill. The police say a Glock pistol with a magazine containing 2 rounds was retrieved. Roach has been listed as wanted for murder. The Inspectorate and Professional Standard Oversight Bureau and the Independent Commission of Investigation are probing the incident. Firefighter arrested in St. Anne in connection with woman's murder. A member of the Jamaica Fire Brigade was reportedly arrested in Claremont, St. Anne on Wednesday morning in relation to the murder of a woman. His name is being withheld pending further investigations. Reporters were informed by a police source that the fireman was arrested after an investigation was launched into the woman's death. Popcorn pleads guilty to charges arising from unruly fest, fined $6,000. Dancehall artist Popcorn was fined $6,000 when he appeared in the Morant Bay courthouse in St. Thomas on Wednesday. The entertainer pleaded guilty to 4 counts stemming from occurrences at Unruly Fest on December 23rd. Popcorn hurled insults at the police after they pulled the plug on the event shortly after 5 a.m. Cops told entertainers who were on the stage at the climax of the event that after allowing an extra hour it was time to go. According to the authorities, Unruly Fest was scheduled to end at 4 a.m. Following the event, Popcorn was charged with the use of indecent language, disorderly conduct, using abusive and criminous language, including a threat to police officers and breaches of the Noise Abatement Act. On Wednesday, the artist was fined $1,500 for the charges: indecent language, disorderly conduct, using abusive language, and insulting or threat to police officer. The DJ is to return to court on February 9, at which time the court is expected to make a decision regarding breaches to the Noise Abatement Act. 2 men charged over Christmas shootout with police. The police have charged 2 men over a Christmas Day shootout with cops on Rodney Road in St. Andrew. Charged with shooting with intent, assault at common law, possession of a prohibited weapon, possession of unauthorized ammunition, and malicious destruction to property are 26-year-old Ron Denton and 23-year-old Clayton Anderson, both of Metcalfe Road in the parish. Report from the Hunts Bay Police are that about 3:45 p.m., lawmen were on patrol in the area when both men, upon seeing the police, ran. They were pursued. The men pulled firearms and opened gunfire at the team, according to the police. The lawmen sought reinforcement and conducted a search of the area when the men were found and 2 firearms seized. Denton and Anderson were charged after a question and answer session. Their court date is being finalized. Couple dies following Spanish Town fire. The Spanish Town police are probing circumstances surrounding a fire which resulted in the death of a couple on Monday. The victims are 58-year-old Devon Bryan, a businessman, and 48-year-old Fiona Essen, both of McVickers Lane, Spanish Town. About 4:30 a.m. on Sunday, residents saw smoking coming from the dwelling and summoned the police. On arrival of the lawmen, Bryan and Essen were seen lying among the rubbles. They were transported to hospital where they were admitted in serious condition. The couple succumbed to their injuries on Monday while undergoing treatment. Investigators are appealing to anyone with information that can assist them with their investigations to contact the Spanish Town CIB at 876-984-2874, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. St. James vendor charged with murder. Detectives assigned to the Montego Bay Criminal Investigations Branch have charged 29-year-old Siobhan Moore, a vendor of Hendon in Norwood, St. James, with murder following the stabbing death of Marlon Williams to St. Irwin in the parish on Saturday, January 6. Reports are that about 2:30 a.m., Moore was at his stall when he was approached by Williams and an argument developed between them. During the clash, a knife was used to inflict stab wounds to Williams' chest and neck. Williams was assisted to hospital, where he died while undergoing treatment. An operation on Monday, January 8, led to Moore's arrest and subsequent charge following a question and answer session. His court date is being finalized. Concerns raised over individuals absconding from a program in Canada. Minister of Labour and Social Security Pernell Charles Jr. says concerns are being raised regarding the increasing number of Jamaican workers upcoming on the Seasonal Agricultural Work Program in Canada. I am calling on members of Parliament (MPs) to make sure that you have this conversation with your constituents. When we have our Jamaican workers go on the program and run off, it closes the door for hundreds, Charles Jr. said. One disgruntled employer can be in charge of 800 spaces for Jamaican workers, and if a disgruntled employer is facing the consistent challenge of persons coming up and running off, then they would look towards alternatives, he added. The minister was addressing a sensitization session for MPs to address concerns related to the suitability of candidates on the program held at the Jamaica Conference Center on January 9. In 2018, some 380 Jamaicans ran off, while there was a decline in 2019 with 343 persons absconding. The session was held because of the critical role played by MPs in pre-selection process for the farmer program. Charles noted that while the program started with Jamaica and Canada only, it is now a competitive process involving other countries such as Mexico, Barbados, and Trinidad and Tobago. We want Jamaicans to fill those positions, to have that opportunity. It is our responsibility to make sure that we recruit as we guide. We ensure that it resonates that you, the potential worker, are going to impact your cousin, friend, and others to come, the minister stressed. In my discussions with Canadian officials, if we want this program to continue, we are going to have to collaborate across the aisles, and we are going to have to make sure that we are firm in facing the facts. It is my intention that in being transparent it will stimulate us to take the action to recruit in a more deliberate way, he added. Minister Charles also informed that most of the complaints received outside of Upson coming from employers surrounding newer workers and their attitude and work ethics. He pointed out that this was something the ministry committed to partners with the ministry will have a more robust orientation so that workers know what they're going to confront when going on the program. That way, when you go there, you won't have that distance between your expectations and reality. What is the main problem that we're having? This process is for us to make sure that they understand the reality, Charles stated. He also stated that the ministry will be working with stakeholders to create training videos that will assist persons who are selected to become more sufficient oriented for the particular job type they are going on in the program. Several employers also spoke to the situation where workers are manipulating the open work program system, which triggers an integrity audit by the Canadian authority and delays the approval for them to receive foreign workers. Charles explained that this also damages their businesses and their reputation, and they are now stigmatized and labeled as bad employers. Meanwhile, the minister said that for 2024, the ministry will be putting in place several measures to enhance the program. All persons that you recruit that come to us, even though they are not selected to go on our program, will be able to have some options or opportunities. We're discussing, for instance, those persons who, because of inadequacies in terms of reading, did not get on the program, go in on literacy program. Next year, you don't have to go through the whole process again. You are in the pool, Minister Charles Jr. stated. Communication is also being improved with workers with the use of non-traditional communication tools such as WhatsApp, virtual meetings, and email. According to Charles, an application is being developed for use by workers so that they can be able to receive information and get all the support straight on their phone. The liaison service is also being repositioned to be more responsive to the need of workers and employers by revamping the way liaison officers are trained and assessed, Charles added. Primary schools next phase of ICT push by Education Ministry. The Ministry of Education and Youth is to introduce technology labs in primary schools in the next phase of its ongoing drive to build out information and communications technology ICT across the education sector. Portfolio Minister Favor Williams said equipping these institutions with technology labs is critical to promoting the development of critical skills for the digital age. The primary schools have not normally had technology labs in them. We are creating technology labs in our primary schools so that at an early age our children can have access, she stated. Williams was speaking with reporters on January 8 at the Queen's School in St. Andrew, where she visited to usher in the new school term. The government is engaged in a push to harness ICT as a major pillar in the transformation of the education sector. The minister noted that the more than half of number of schools targeted for internet access have already received the service. If you look at infrastructure and technology, we are ensuring that our schools are being connected with adequate broadband connectivity. We are past the halfway mark in terms of the number of schools. We are ensuring that we upgrade all our technology labs in our high schools, which we have done, and we're moving on now to our primary schools, she stated. In addition to providing connectivity to schools, the ministry will be increasing the use of technology in classrooms. We have to ensure that within classrooms it is accessible so that teachers can use it to enhance lessons, and so that is the next step. There is a procurement underway to ensure that we have the Wi-Fi signal propagated across the school campus. Our vision is that all of our schools across Jamaica, regardless of where they are, should have access to adequate broadband connectivity so that our children won't be left behind, the minister stated. It is a massive project that has been underway for at least 2 years, and it will continue probably for another 2 years for us to be perfect with it. We can't afford for our children to be left behind from a technological perspective, and that is why we have this significant effort underway, she added. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.